right. That's all right. That's okay. That's right. Get ready for the next one.
Holy jigsaw went boy.
What?
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
A bit cold for a few, I know. Poor Rose Nadeau told me she wanted to sit in the sun, no matter what kind of a tent we had put up for her. But it's a pleasure to have you all here. I'd like to welcome especially some folks who have been very instrumental in this process as it went along. Some are on the stage and some are in the audience. Let me just recognize a few of them for you all. Don Guimont, Town Manager of Fort Kent, been working with us all the way in this project. Greg Cyr, Trustee of the University of Maine System, always a champion for UMFK on the Board of Trustees. State Representative John Martin, who's been behind much of this as it went along every day in the legislature for us. Marty Bernstein, my colleague from Northern Maine Medical Center, who has been just terrific, again, through the whole process, recognizing that what's good for both institutions is good for the whole valley. Paul Bouchard from the Board of Visitors at UMFK, and I'd also like to recognize Norm Fournier, who's not on the stage party, but Norm has been with this from the beginning. He moved out to Fish River during the process of this building coming to fruition, and a real champion for us in so many ways. I'm also grateful today to see so many representatives from our congressional delegation staff here. Phil Bossy is here from Senator Collins' office, Marcia Gartley from Representative Baldacci's office, and Sharon Campbell St. Peter from Senator Snow's office. We're delighted to have you all with us today. I, like many of you, never thought we'd see this day. And then when I saw the construction trailer move in last week over here, you know, I'm sure several of our faculty and staff said, so that's the new building he promised us. You know? I gave you one trailer and I won't give you another one. Today's groundbreaking is the result of a monumental effort, virtually all of which occurred 250 miles south of where we stand today. Much of the work that was done in Augusta was made possible due to the determination of people like Senator Mike Michaud of East Millinocket, who couldn't be with us today, but just wasn't going to let anything happen anywhere else in Maine until what needed to be done got done in the St. John Valley. Senator Judy Parity, with us constantly on these buildings. John Martin, as I said, the driving force behind everything that happened to get the funds for us, and the Representative Dick Neeland of Easton, who lives a bit away from us, but knew that what was good for the valley was good for the county, and took very good care of us, especially while these projects were at the Appropriations Committee stage. Senator Mark Lawrence was also very, very helpful. Could not be with us today, but asked that I read a short note from him. Dear Charlie, congratulations on the groundbreaking for the new Northern Maine Center for Rural Health Sciences and the Northern Heuristic Center for Technology. I regret that prior commitments prevent me from joining you for this great event, like the campaign. The University of Maine at Fort Kent should be proud of its recent growth as it expands to better serve the needs of the St. John Valley and all Maine people. This new facility will address two of the state's most pressing needs, healthcare and the development of a high-technology workforce. The legislature is proud to support these efforts. Please accept my best wishes on this joyous occasion. Sincerely, Mark W. Lawrence, President of the Maine Senate. These buildings were a result of all this political determination. However, they would not have been possible without the performance of UMFK over the last 5 years. These buildings will serve the healthcare and business communities of the Valley well. However, they will primarily provide badly needed academic space for UMFK students and faculty. We're an institution described last year in a study by the Maine League of Women Voters as bursting from its seams. Consider this as you regard UMFK over a 20-year window. In the first 15 years, from 1980 through 1985, UMFK generated annually 12,200 credit hours on average. A credit hour, for those of you who aren't familiar with our language, one student taking 5 3-credit courses generates 15 credit hours. On average, for that 15-year window, we generated 12,200 credit hours per year, fall and spring semester together. For these 5 years, we've averaged 18,000 credit hours per year. The difference is stunning. It's 150%. We're operating at 150% of what we had operated with 15 years prior to this last stretch, without new facilities to support that. This changes all that. The time has clearly come for what we celebrate today, and I'm now pleased to call upon Carol Brown, UMFK's Vice President for Academic Affairs and Chair of the Building Committee, for some remarks. Carol?
Good morning. Is it still morning? Good afternoon. Some days go fast, and you just lose track. First, thank you, President Lyons. I also want to welcome you to these ceremonies and bring you greetings from the faculty and the academic community at Fort Kent. The academic mission of UMFK is at the heart of this project. The Rural Health and Technology Center will allow our faculty to deliver instruction to students, to community health providers all over the world using the latest technology. By finally having our faculty housed in one building, it encourages an atmosphere for faculty to learn from one another and for faculty and students to interact. This building also gives us the opportunity to pay tribute to UMFK's history and to recognize the valuable contributions made by its alumni. There can't be a better feeling than to know that the community, the faculty, the staff, students will have at their disposal a facility for learning that will be as good, if not better, than any facility in northern Maine. As President Lyons indicated, there are a number of people who have contributed to this project. And as chair of the Planning Committee, I want to recognize the Ames Architectural Corporation who helped us design the building. Would you like to stand, George? Buck Construction, who are the general contractors. There's someone here for Buck. And two of the major subcontractors, Industrial Heating and Piping Company, who will be doing the mechanical and plumbing work, and also Underwood Electric, who is doing the electrical work. Thanks to all of you who supported this project when it was only a dream and helped to make it the reality that it is today.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. I now call upon Marty Bernstein, Administrator of Northern Maine Medical Center, for some comments.
Thank you, President Lyons, and good afternoon. It's a glorious day here, not only for the University of Maine at Fort Kent, but for all the citizens of the St. John Valley. For it's not every day that a project of this magnitude is undertaken. I'm particularly pleased to be here and carry greetings from the healthcare providers. The Northern Maine Rural Health Sciences Center will contain many resources, two of which I'm particularly especially pleased, I should say. One is the fact that the School of Nursing will finally have a home and not be distributed amongst residential buildings on and near the campus. I know that Rachel Albert and staff are very happy about that. The other area of interest for me, and I know for the hospital, and for the residents of the St. John Valley, is the teleconference capacity. We will now have a teleconference room housed within this facility that will be second to none. It will have state-of-the-art audio-visual aids. We'll have interactive video teleconferencing, and we'll be able to use this facility to increase our knowledge of healthcare activities and affairs. I say we, I mean not only the students at the University of Maine at Fort Kent, but also you people sitting out there in the audience who live in the community and are available. I want to pay a special tribute to the building committee. I had the pleasure of serving on this committee with a number of people who've already been introduced. Vice President Carol Brown chaired this committee, and she kept us on target and focused. Believe me, as we were talking earlier, I reminded her that she has something here I don't have at the hospital. It's called academic freedom. And believe me, the professors here know how to exert their academic freedom. John Martin. John has been instrumental in securing funding. Whenever you want to undertake a project and you need money, John is a good man to go see and ask for his help. And John, thank you very much for your help. And last but not least, Dr. Charlie Lyons, whose strong support, encouragement, and vision, were it not for, we would not be here this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marty. Appreciate the remarks. Greg Cyr, member of the University of Maine System Board of Trustees, for some remarks.
Thank you, President Lyons. Good afternoon. It's my real pleasure to be with you today. I'm especially proud to be here as a son of Aroostook County, as an Aroostook County businessman, and as a trustee of the University of Maine System. As a native of Portage Lake, I'm close enough to the St. John Valley to consider myself as much from the valley as I am from the county. In this role, I have a strong allegiance to UMFK, which is truly the University of the St. John Valley. As a businessman in the county, I recognize the value that this new business will have for the overall health of Valley citizens and the enhanced telecommunication facilities which will bring to all Valley businesses. As a trustee, I feel an immense sense of pride in UMFK and in its strength in the University of Maine system. UMFK not only holds its own in the system, but is frequently cited by the governor, the chancellor, and the chair of the board as a model for quality growth in the university system. Finally, I stand here today with deep pride in two fellow Mainers who've played a key role in bringing us to this point in UMFK's 123-year life. President Charlie Lyons has given us a statewide leadership which UMFK needed so much, and for that I salute him today. Representative John L. Martin, my lifelong friend, is always involved in legislative developments which result in positive change for the Valley, and these buildings were no exception. They are simply a continuation of John's constant efforts to be sure that the rest of the state remembers that Bangor is really in central Maine. I thank you for the invitation to join you today, and congratulations from the entire Board of Trustees on a job well done.
Thank you very much, Trustee Cyr. I now call upon Paul Bouchard as Vice Chair of the Board of Visitors of UMFK.
This podium was not designed for some of us. Dr. Lyons, other members of the platform, University of Maine faculty and staff, guests, and of course friends of UMFK, on behalf of UMFK's Board of Visitors, It is indeed a privilege for me to bring greetings, congratulations, and good luck to UMFK as you're about to launch the construction of a new building that will house the Northern Maine Center for Rural Health and Northern Aroostook Center for Technology. This is going to be the first new building to be built on this campus in a long time. I'm not sure how many years, but I suspect it's somewhere between 12 and 15 years. You've had renovations, additions, etc., but as far as a brand new building, this is long overdue. It took Dr. Lyons and his staff somewhere between 3 to 5 years to completely change the focus and vision of this university and for it to become the fastest growing campus in Maine and perhaps throughout this country. As a result, UMFK is no longer the smallest campus of the University of Maine system. And that's a significant accomplishment. You need to know that the University of Maine Fort Kent Board of Visitors is very excited, very proud with these new developments. We stand as usual, ready to continue the support and to assist you, Dr. Lyons, and your staff in whatever shape and size or determination or focus that needs to be done in the future. We are, after all, an arm of the university, and do use us. That's what we're there for. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Paul. As I call upon Don Guimont, town manager for Fort Kent, I'm reminded that he probably has been so actively involved in this project because he hopes that with the building of this facility, we'll be able to sell some of those houses on Pleasant Street, get them back on the tax rolls of Fort Kent. Don Guimont, please.
Paul complained that the podium is too short or too tall. I think it's too short because I can't hide behind it. But I'd like to congratulate Dr. Lyons and the faculty and staff and students at the university here for the hard work that you've put in the past 5 years. Truly is why this building is a reality now. This is your reward for all the work that you've done, and I think it's a great reward. It also signifies the support that you have from the trustees and from the legislature in providing the funding for such an important project. Again, congratulations and good luck as you see this project through.
Thanks, Don. I can think of no more appropriate person to bring greetings from the state of Maine than Representative John L. Martin.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let me first begin by indicating to you that there are two people who made things different in the legislature not only for the UMFK, but for the entire university system. That's Charlie Lyons and Chancellor, both of whom changed, I think, the attitude of legislators towards the University of Maine system. And that, frankly, made it so much easier for us in many, many ways. This represents the first, as was indicated by Paul, major construction on this campus is the sports center. I believe it was 1972. And if you think about the amount of time that was in between, where frankly we had minor construction here and there, we had the addition to Cyr Hall, for example, but in terms of a new building, that was it. This money came in two stages. One stage was put into the budget late one night, not by me, but by Senator Mike Michaud. And that was for the Northern Maine Center for Rural Health Services. Then, of course, we started, as Dr. Brown's indicated, planning for that facility. And then halfway through decided, well, why don't we go the rest of the way? And the architects, they always get nervous. There's no money, and I kept saying, why worry about it? It's not your job, plan it. And then we'll figure out if we get the money. And the money did come, didn't it? And that now represents the Northern Aroostook Center for Technology. So the combination of two different legislative sessions has made this possible today. And hopefully in the next session, there will be more to come. But I do want to thank, I think, everyone here in the university community for making it possible for us to achieve this goal. Because if we had not done what we did collectively in increasing our numbers, increasing our exposure, in effect, to the state, having Charlie, in effect, be the spokesperson for the university, we would not be here today celebrating the dedication of, not the dedication, but the groundbreaking for the building. And I think that for that, we all have to thank everyone around here for being a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. We want to thank you all for sharing these important moments with us today, and thanks especially to the members of the platform party, to Mark Tardif and his staff for the preparation of refreshments that we hope you'll stay around and enjoy, and especially to Jason Parent for his extraordinary arrangement of today's program. Thank you, Jason. Jason instructs me that we now go to the actual groundbreaking, which means we take the shovel, which for most of this group will be the most physical thing they've done in a long while. So we'll now take our we'll now move to that, and then please feel free to stay around and join us for some refreshments. Okay? Jason, now with us. Okay. Yeah. We'll see you guys. We'll get that for everybody here. Going for everybody.
How do we keep them?
The main thing is to get everybody in between
Okay.
You guys, what's your feet up? Yeah, they don't know how to use we really are going to dig, right?
Charlie, why is your shovel bigger than mine?
Okay, on the count of three, gentlemen. Dig and throw forward. On the count of three, not too far.
Where's the finger dealing?
1, 2, 3. How about a round of applause?
All set?
I wanted to ask you, like handbook, I asked